Hey everyone, it's time for another video blog, September the 20th. I had Weight Watchers this morning, and this week I was up a pound, and my body is just loving the weight that I'm at right now. So, I don't know, I'm going to continue with my circuits and that I did last week, and hopefully with that and the cardio, I don't know, something will give somewhere sometime. But I'm definitely gonna stick with it. So that's just my news for this week. I'm feeling better now than I was from Sunday on. I wasn't feeling that good. I was really tired and stuff. So, but I'm back to myself right now. We had a couple questions this week. Not a whole lot, but they kind of run into the same thing. So I'm going to just talk about cravings a little bit. I mean, we all have cravings. Some people crave chocolate. Some people crave salty foods. You know, fast food, whatever the case may be. I get cravings. Luckily for me, I don't know, I enjoy cooking. So when I get a craving for something, I usually am able to find a way to make it less, not so much guilt associated with it. So, I mean, I make a baked chicken, and I make up my own crust, and I don't know, I just tell myself that it's as good as fast food chicken. It's a mental game. But I know, I think people are more talking about like chocolate and stuff like that. And certain times of the month, some women crave more than others. So, for a chocolate craving, I will buy like a really good quality chocolate. Usually at least 70% dark chocolate. And I say good quality because that really helps with like stopping and not continuing to eat neat. So I have a pack of, I don't know, is it Lindor or Lindt chocolate, and it's 70% or 75% dark chocolate, and I can have 3 pieces, I think, for like 3 points, or it works out to be 1 point per 1 square. Usually 1 square is enough for me. It's really rich, and that really helps take the chocolate craving away. And I literally just take little corners off, and I make it last, and I enjoy it, and that usually takes care of that craving. If it's salty that I'm craving, lots of times I will have like the Pepperidge Farm crackers or Special K crackers with some salsa, fat-free sour cream. And I usually do fulfill the need of the crave, to be honest with you. But I never fulfill it usually with like a full fat version. Like if I'm craving chips, I have not personally sat down on this journey and had a small bag of chips since I started. I think I might have Sun Chips, and that wasn't that long ago. So you know, I know people do it, but I just find that if that's a trigger for me, I can't do it. I can have big bags of chips in my house for everybody else, and I can take one, but if I know I'm buying it for myself, then I'll sit there and I won't be able to stop. So, you know, but the low fat versions and the low calorie versions work for me because I tell myself that it has to work for me to get through it. It's a mental game, and it's just plain and simple as that. A thing that I've noticed, and I figured this out last year when I was doing Simply Filling, Simply Filling is just focusing on good, clean, fresh, wholesome food, like your whole grains, your lean meats, and fresh vegetables and fruit. And I found that when my diet consisted of 90% those foods and not very much processed foods, the cravings were very limited. This month, for me, I didn't have any cravings. And my diet, like I was telling you on my Facebook page, that my food wise, I did really, really good with my food. I was eating really clean. I did not have a lot of processed food in my diet, and it was a lot of chicken, a lot of fish. I eat a lot of fish, and a lot of greens, and a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. And I found that really, really controls the amount of cravings that I have, because my body, there's no need for the extras, and my body knows, I guess, that I'm getting all the minerals and nutrients that it needs, and therefore it puts the cravings at bay. And I think that having those clean foods in my diet is the reason why I did not have cravings this month. Sometimes my daily diet is worse than others. Sometimes there's more processed foods in, and I find that once I introduce a little bit of the processed foods, that I'm craving everything. I'm craving cake, I'm craving cookies and chocolate and chips, and it just really goes crazy. So it's time to pull back and start focusing on the good, clean food. And that, I find, helps me with my cravings. Also, maybe up your water. When you feel a craving coming on, go for a 10-minute walk. You may forget about it. If the craving persists, I would suggest to fulfill the need. Whatever the case may be, if it is chocolate, you're best off to not, if you're craving for days and days, you're best off to just have it and move on. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is you could binge, and you're going to be totally eating, instead of one chocolate bar, you may sit down, you may eat 4. It happens to people, and I know there's people out there that can relate to what I'm saying right now. So, you know, maybe you're better off to just consume the 250 calorie chocolate bar instead of consuming 800 calories worth of the chocolate bar, because you waited 3 or 4 days to fulfill that craving. The thing is moderation. And lots of times if I have something in my house that I enjoy, right off the bat when I come home, I will put it in little baggies, and I will weigh, measure it, or whatever the case may be, and I will portion it out. I will give you an example of trail mix. Trail mix is really high in fat, whatever, but it's good. It's not bad. It's just really high in calories and fat. So the portions are really small, and it can get away from you if you do not portion it out. And so lots of times I will just take out, I will get out my scales, and I will measure what it would be 25 grams of trail mix. And I will put them in little baggies, and then that's it. And then I know that I have to stop there, because if not, I'm going way over what I need to be going over for that amount of food. So that is my little rant on cravings. I was also asked what some good snacks were, nutritional to-go snacks. I'm going to be very repetitive here, because there's not a whole lot of clean foods that you can, I mean, it's very, not that it's very limited, but for snacks, my go-to is water. I know that's not a food, but water is always good. Greek yogurt mixed with fruit, plain Greek yogurt. If you can't handle the plain Greek yogurt, you can mix a little bit of sweetener in it if you like. But I find it really good with just plain and fruit mixed in through. And I do regular yogurt. Some nuts, like I was saying before, nuts, small portions, but it goes a long way because of the high protein content. Cottage cheese, fruits and vegetables, and cheese strings. I'm not sure what else. I couldn't really think of anything else. I tend to snack. Popcorn is another good one. I tend to snack once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and once before bed around 8 o'clock. That's usually when I do my snacking. And the other 3 meals I have are my meals. You can also get, like, for chocolate, you can, Cozy Shack, their half a cup serving of chocolate pudding is, I don't know if it's 1 or 2 points, I don't remember now, but it's high in fiber. It's really good. I like it. And you can also get the rice pudding, no sugar added, as well, and tapioca pudding. they're more processed than the fresh fruits and vegetables, obviously, but it's good. It depends on what you're in the mood for. And I had another question about running, tips for running. I'm just going to give you what I'm not a personal trainer, so I don't really like giving information and advice. For me, when I started out running, a good pair of sneakers was crucial. I like to have a lightweight sneaker, one that fits your foot, that's comfortable. If you have a wide foot, make sure you have the right kind of sneaker for that. Good, comfortable clothing, good music, and make sure your breathing is nice and even. Get that figured out. I don't really know if there's a method. I just kind of figured it out on my own. And keep your head up. Good posture is very important. Make sure you warm up and cool down. So I usually do like a 3-minute walk, brisk walk at the beginning of my runs. And then when I get to the end of my street, I always walk in, and that's my cool down. So that's only a couple minutes, but that's me. And I haven't had any injuries, so I don't know, maybe I'm doing something right. So that's my blog for today. If you ever have any questions, just post them to my wall or inbox me. You can always email me at leannesweightlossjourney@hotmail.ca. All right, I hope everybody has a good week, and we will see you next week. Bye.